We live in a beautiful world. Earth is at just the right distance from the sun and is just the right size to support life. However, in an ironic turn of fate, the life that it supports is also the cause of its destruction. Human activities, such as waste disposal and abusing resources, are changing the natural greenhouse, which causes climate change. The burning of fossil fuels, like coal and oil, for energy has increased greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, especially when it combines with carbon, with oxygen in the air to make CO2. This is a global issue, and it's happening at Otterbein University. Some of our daily habits as students can harm the environment, sometimes without even realizing it. So we caught up with Otterbein students to learn more about their carbon footprints. Each individual has a unique carbon footprint that indicates how much greenhouse gases, specifically CO2, that their daily activities produce and affect the environment.
I turn the lights off when I leave my room. I don't leave my fans running. I unplug like my hair straightener and things if I'm using it.
I'll turn off the lights when I leave the room. I'll turn off the fans. Recycle sometimes, if there's a recycling bin near me.
I definitely try to recycle within the dorm rooms and everything is that, but if I can take less paper towels or less toilet tissue, or if I can use a water bottle instead of using the plastic water bottles and such, then I'll try to do that. But there's only so much I can do on a college campus, but I try to as much as I can.
I don't really know how sustainable I am. I would like to think I'm more sustainable than people who don't turn things off and keep them plugged in, but I guess that's something that I would like to work on, is to see how sustainable I am.
As a person, I'd say pretty sustainable. What does that mean?
No, I don't think I'm as aware of how sustainable I am, I don't think.
Things we do absent-mindedly can affect our carbon footprint and waste natural resources. It starts early in the morning and ends late at night.
It's just convenient and it's really not that long. It's only 3 minutes and it really doesn't make that big of a difference. I mean, everybody does it. Guys, seriously, stop the faucet while you're not using the water. It's not necessary and it's just a waste of water. Please stop it in the future.
Not only is it important to save water, but to exhibit good behavior and act in these kinds of situations. Some people may not have thought about the issue and can easily be convinced by talking about it to each other. Another common example would be driving when it's not necessary. Public transportation is often not convenient and accessible, but for many short ways around campus, neither car nor public transportation is needed. Walking and biking is often faster, as there is no need to search for a parking spot, and in the meantime, it is healthy.
Let's go to the Clemens Center and work out.
Okay, my car's right over there.
Why do you need a car? The Clemens Center is right over there.
Nah, let's just drive.
I'm definitely walking. That's not necessary.
Okay, see you in a few.
Dang it, Byron, I have class in like 45 minutes. How could it take you that long?
Sorry, I had to find a parking spot.
I knew it all along. We could have been done with our first set. I had time to go through all my emails, talk to my friends from high school, call my mom, make a list for my errands, go through my notes for tomorrow's presentation, order a gift from my grandpa, and have a phone interview for my dream internship. And I memorized all my notes for my video production class.
Good for you. Let's just go.
Leaving electronics plugged in when they are not in use can also make an impact on your carbon footprint by wasting electricity. Power supplies don't just convert energy, they consume it. Anything with cords draws power as long as it's plugged in. This is Marissa. Marissa uses 2 refrigerators, and a coffee maker, a microwave, lamps, phone chargers, laptop chargers, the smell good thingy, and a TV, and a Christmas tree in November. Leaving your electronics plugged in wastes electricity, and chargers continue to use power even if your device isn't charging. This is called standby electricity loss because it's often associated with electronics in standby or idle mode. Even if they are turned off, many appliances keep drawing power. You'll also save money on your electricity bill when you unplug devices you aren't using. Another sustainable impact is recycling. Many items we use on a regular basis can be recycled, like plastic, unwaxed paper products, and cardboard.
What are you doing? It's recyclable.
Man, who gives a shit? Wait, okay, all right. I'll recycle from now on, okay?
Recycling a single newspaper can save up to 75,000 trees, and recycling just one aluminum can saves enough energy to run a TV for 3 hours. On average, it costs $30 per ton to recycle trash, compared to $50 to send it to the landfill, or $75 to incinerate it. The U.S. recycles approximately 32% of its total waste, and if we could increase that, we could save money in the environment. While students are learning about what they can do to improve their carbon footprints, we caught up with Otterbein professor Dr. Paul Wendell to see how he has made changes in his daily lifestyle to decrease his own carbon footprint.
Whatever house we were going to buy needed to be within easy biking distance of Otterbein. And so I'm rarely in a car as a result. For lawn care, for example, we actually don't own a motorized lawnmower. We use a real type lawnmower. We have Energy Star appliances throughout the house. You know, a lot of especially the fresh produce we get, if you go to the grocery store and buy it, it's often flown from very far away. So a lot of the especially off-season stuff we get, like right now I'm sure you can buy strawberries. They're not grown around here, they're grown south of the equator and then flown here. Another thing is to eat less meat, because meat is extremely energy intensive. Another thing that saves a lot of energy, and this is something college students could do, that I really encourage college students to do, is switch to cold water detergent. So we use cold water Tide. I'm almost sure there are other brands out there, but I don't know what they are. But it's formulated to get your clothes completely clean without using hot water. You can just run it on the cold water cycle. They're just as clean as they were when we used warm and hot water. That would be something to push for. You know, if we had clotheslines for students to use, I realize that, I mean, I get it. You're in a hurry, you don't have time, you need to wear this now. You know, you put it in the dryer, fine. But, you know, when you're just doing your Saturday morning laundry, you know, and you're not going to need these clothes for a while, why not put them on a clothesline? We do recycle, but what has a much higher impact is actually buying goods, usually food products, in containers that can be refilled. And I would really encourage you not to underestimate the positive impact it has to refill your water bottle at the drinking fountain compared to buying bottles of water or soda. That makes a huge difference. If you can buy a well-made computer, make sure it's beefed up with enough memory and everything, spend more on it. It's going to cost you more money. But to buy a really good computer that lasts 5 or 7 years, compared to, you know, I mean, I realize you can get fairly inexpensive computers, but they become unusable. in a much shorter time. It's much better for the environment to spend twice as much money and have it last twice as long. So I'm 53 years old. There are currently 7 billion people on Earth. You know, when I was born, there were half that number of people. There were about 3 billion people when I was born. You know, when you're retirement age, the number of people might have doubled again. When you study how populations grow, typically they grow until you reach the carrying capacity of whatever their habitat might be, and that's a time of misery. So it's you know, when you've reached that equilibrium where the amount of resources is just barely enough to support the population, that promotes a lot of competition. I'm trying to figure out what would it look like for people to live sustainably, and I want to be real clear that we're not there. I guess I'm feeling that about 2 generations from now, I think just about everybody will be taking most of the steps that we take now.
Reusable plastic bottles, air drying your clothes, buying seasonal groceries, and walking or biking whenever possible are small life changes amongst other things shown in this video. It can help us live a more sustainable lifestyle, not only for students, but as Otterbein University as a whole. Lisa Adams, out.